Good morning, Steve Reed with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight prices are mixed. Beans, meal, oil a little bit higher, corn unchanged a little bit higher, and wheat's a little bit lower. Outside market stocks are higher, dollars lower, crude's higher. So we're kind of getting back to some of the normal patterns that we saw prior to the recent sell-off in the grains. I think overnight we're trying to see some talk about South American weather. There are conflicting forecasts out there. One group is saying that the weather's going to be fine, at least for the next 2 weeks. So a little bit of net drying for parts of southern Brazil and maybe Argentina, but we will, other groups are talking about a major drier trend across, let's say, southern Brazil and Argentina down the road. One group is actually lowering their Brazil soybean crop to 128 million tons. And if there's no rain over the weekend, they could even drop it to 126 million metric tons. Tomorrow we have the USDA. We're not expecting them to make major changes. The only changes they might make is increasing Canada and Australia wheat crop numbers. We do think, though, that they should eventually raise U.S. corn and U.S. soybean export numbers and lower the carryouts, which after first of the year could begin to start offering some support to the market. We had one analytic group suggesting buying January beans at this 1150 area. They also note that there are some managed funds that are looking to buy a little bit lower prices in the beans as we go into January, go into new USDA numbers, and possibly dry weather in South America. So right now we've got soybeans futures at a 3-week low, meal at a 5-week low. We've got the funds active sellers yesterday in the corn, and the corn market is right now against real critical nearby support. Chicago wheat futures are at 10-week lows. We've seen the dollar weaken, so a lot of less farmers selling South America and Black Sea because of their currency change. And tomorrow we get some CONAD numbers along with the USDA numbers, and we'll see just kind of what markets, how the markets react after the report. Not expecting a lot of big new export sales numbers in corn or beans, and I think that's one of the reasons why we've seen the markets back off like they have. But we have heard that there has been some potentially increased sales of U.S. ethanol to China. So all in all, I think we're close to some really critical support in the soybean complex and in the corn. I think that in the next 60 days, South American weather will be key to whether prices continue to slide lower or go higher and take out that $12 level in the beans and maybe trade over $4.50 in nearby corn. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.